All right, what's going on, boys and girls? So, as you can tell, we're here with a phone. Normally, don't do these. I think I did the OnePlus 7T, and that was probably the last phone review, quote unquote, or look I actually did. So, this particular thing is the Palm phone, and the thing I love about this is it allows me to stay connected whilst me deciding when to disconnect. Because here's the thing, I have the OnePlus 7T. That is my daily driver. This thing. Notice a comparison difference here. This is ends up being a distraction. We all do this and this and this constantly. As a tech guy, I spend a lot of time in front of screens. I wanted to eliminate time away from one at least. So it was going to be this one. The thing with this is a minimalist phone. And when I say a minimalist phone, people probably don't understand. So I'm just going to go over the basic specs. It's a Snapdragon. It's a typical Snapdragon processor. I think it's like a 435 or something. 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage, no expandable storage, 8 megapixel front facing camera, and 12 megapixel on the back, 1080p 30 on both. That's with open camera. The thing with this is you'll notice that the screen is really damn small. And it does have a kind of customized UI. This reminds me of more of like a smartwatch UI than anything else. So the reason I like this particular phone, though, is because it allows me this one little feature called life mode. And what that does is when the screen goes off, all the connections go off. So it allows you to disconnect as much as you want. And you turn the screen on, everything pops back on, and all your messages come in. And there's a way that you can granularly control who contacts you, what apps have permissions to contact you through that. It's just a nice little way to kind of silence some stuff. Because we're always connected. We're always feel the need to be on these damn things. And don't get me wrong, I love being connected. But on the same note, how much life passes us by because we spend too much of our life on these. And that to me is the thing. I'm tired of seeing the screen and the life through a screen. I want to see life through my eyes and interact with it. So a phone like this is a fucking godsend to me. This has only an 800 milliamp hour battery. So real world, you might get an hour and a half, maybe if you're pushing it with screen brightness and a few other tweaks here and there, 2 hours at best with screen on time. It's not meant to do what we do with these, and that is the thing. This is also a great weekend phone. This is a great secondary device because the price is stupid cheap. I believe when I bought this was like $700. This right now is $80. If you want a quote unquote throwaway phone, this is definitely one to get. The build quality is actually quite nice. It's not overly done. You will have to kind of get used to going back kind of in time to smaller phones and stuff. But it's one of those things where you use it, and if you understand and kind of where they're going for with it, you can really appreciate what they're aiming for. Because it, instead of running, a top spec phone, I mean, granted, this isn't top spec anymore, but, at the time, instead of running a top spec phone like this to going something like this, you figure out what you need and what you don't as far as apps and everything else. For me, Spotify, Google Maps, and a few other things in my to-do list app, Ike, and I mean, there's other stuff on here, but generically, as long as I have those apps, I'm good. Like, I don't need a whole shit ton of stuff. And it's nice to kind of be able to throw everything else out the window sometimes. So, when I recommend getting this particular phone in 2021, when this came out in 2018, I'll give them credit. They actually updated this for a full 2 years with security updates. This is on Android 8.1, and the last security update that I received was for September 2020. So, in fairness, that's not bad in comparison to many other Android manufacturers who just one and done. They don't even put out some fucking security updates. Is it a phone for you? The only competition I've been able to find for something like this is like the Unihertz Jelly phones, and they're all right. I would say this has a better build quality to it. The typing experience, not the best. You can get pretty good at it. You know, it's like going backwards to like the old, using the on-screen keyboard and like the original Droid phone. So if you can get used to that, it wouldn't be terrible. I would actually recommend using the voice to text feature built into Android, because that actually works really, really well and is actually really nice. This is USB-C. There is no headphone jack. You know, take it for what it is. But again, this is an $80 phone. And this is, you know, that throwaway weekend phone. It just fits a right niche to me, that something I had been wanting to do and I've been able to do over the last few weeks of me using this as my daily instead of, you know, this. And it's been nice. But I will tell you one thing, if you do decide to get this, you'll lose the damn thing quite frequently. So would I recommend this phone in 2021? Yeah. But you have to fit the niche that it's meant for. A weekend phone, a secondary phone, or someone looking to kind of silence the constant connection but still be connected. So let me know your thoughts. I enjoyed this phone. I enjoyed actually doing something totally 180 and jumping away from tech as opposed to living in it all the time. So I'll catch you guys on the flip. Peace.